Problem number 14 is a problem where they give us a table with x values and f prime prime of x values. And we're asked to determine which of these 5 statements must be true. This one's a little tricky, and we're going to have to be technical and split hairs a little bit. But let's get started. In part A, they say f is increasing on the interval from 0 to 2. Well, to determine if f is increasing, we need to know that f prime is positive. We don't know if f prime is positive based on this data table. So part A might be true, but it might not be true. We have to determine what must be true. For part B, f is decreasing on the interval. Well, that would mean that f prime is negative. And again, we can't determine this from the information given. Maybe f prime is negative, maybe it's not. In part C, it says f has a local maximum at x equals 1. Well, to determine this, we would need to know that f prime changes from positive to negative at x equals 1, or we would need to know that f prime is 0 at x equals 1, and f prime prime is negative, making our graph concave down. We can't be certain of that. Actually, we can be certain that this is not the case because f prime prime is 0 there at x equals 1. In part D, here's where we have to be careful. Part D, they say f has a point of inflection at x equals 1. Or in other words, f prime prime changes signs at x equals 1. From positive to negative or negative to positive. It looks like this is happening, but what we don't see are values of x in between 0 and 1 or in between 0 and 2. What could be happening and what is possible is that our f prime prime does one of these. We have positive values until 1, and then maybe we're positive again after 1, and then become negative before we get to x equals 2. So the only thing we can guarantee is the option E. The graph of f changes concavity somewhere on the interval from 0 to 2. They lead us to believe it could be at x equals 1, but the truth is we don't know where f changes concavity. We just know that f prime prime is positive at x equals 0 and negative at x equals 2. So somewhere in between 0 and 2, f changes concavity. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.